And we bring it back live to ringside for the tale of the tape between the 33-year-old Chavez and the 26-year-old Scott Walker. And you can see Walker 6 feet 1 inches, 144 pounds. They're both 4 pounds above the weight limit because Chavez didn't want to go down to 140 for this one. And Larry Merchant, 8-inch reach advantage for Walker.
I believe Chavez deliberately picked Walker. He wanted to look at a tall opponent before he went up against De La Hoya. Our punch stat numbers here, you can see some of the numbers in recent fights. They're not comparable. Chavez is much the harder puncher. And here you can see how often the opponents land. The opponents land a little bit too much on Chavez lately, but much too much on a fighter like Walker.
Rules of the bout with cult figure Harold Letterman.
The Julio César Chávez Scott Walker fight is scheduled for 10 rounds. There is no title involved. There's no standing 8 count. The 3 knockdown rule is in effect. Only the referee can stop the fight, and you can be saved by the belt in the 10th and final round only. Jim.
All right, Harold, and now that Larry has given you the big build-up on his brand new favorite fighter, Scott Walker, let's get a good look at him for the first time. The Pink Cat. And Larry, you talked about the unprecedented brown trunks on De La Hoya. How many fighters have you ever seen come into the ring in a white and pink satin robe?
Not a lot, but he's not like anybody I've seen lately, at least. He looks like somebody who stepped out of a Cormac McCarthy novel or somebody I've seen in a Trailways bus depot. Yesterday he came to the weigh-in gym wearing a purple suit, a black shirt, and a white tie. He wants attention, and he has it.
You're going to love the haircut when you get a look. There you go. I say the haircut. I guess I should have said the hairstyle. The not-so-cut. And there's the record, 21 losses, 21 wins, 3 losses, 1 draw, 12 KOs, and every one of those fights except for one against fighters that you'd be hard-pressed ever to have heard of. The one fighter you would have heard of on Walker's dossier, Alexis Arguello, but Arguello at the time that Walker decisioned him was a badly fated 42-year-old. Julio and his entourage, and you can see that 11 times he has fought above the weight limit, and 10 times he won rather easily. One of those fights was the draw against Pernell Whitaker in San Antonio.
Just in case we didn't know who he was, he put on a headband to tell us. He is one of the best fighters of our time, at his best. And he's coming into his own live music, which is also a first for me, George.
Julio says this record is incorrect. He claims that he's had 98 fights. This will be the 99th. And the fight against De La Hoya would be the 100th. But official ring record-keeping sources such as Fight Facts say that they cannot locate the 98th fight in official Mexican records, that Chavez has only fought 97 times, and this will be the 98th. We hope that the dispute will be fully sorted out before June 7th.
Well, I can believe it's Chavez because the other group gave me an extra year or 2.
A lot of people lying about your age. You, of course, are not one of them.
Yeah, believe the fighter.
Happy birthday, incidentally. George just had a birthday on January 10th.
That's right.
47 years old.
I didn't tell you to say that.
Well, I know how old you are because you're the same age as me.
Oh, okay.
I refer to it, that's, you know, I'm entitled because I'm the same age as you. Chavez is only 33.
Wow, baby.
And now let's go to Michael Buffer for the pre-fight introductions.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, here at Caesar's Palace, Las Vegas, Bob Arum's Top Rank Incorporated and Don King Productions, in association with your undisputed, undefeated King of Beers, Budweiser, this Bud's for you, present part 2 of the Double Rumble. This bout once again is sanctioned by the Nevada State Athletic Commission. Your officials in attendance at ringside shall remain the same, except for the 3 judges and the referee. The 3 judges scoring the bout on a 10-point must system will be Dwayne Ford, Bill Graham, and Al Siciliano. And when the bell rings, the man in charge of the action, referee Joe Cortez. And now, ladies and gentlemen, once again, from the site where legends are made, Caesar's Palace, Las Vegas, Nevada. Let's get ready to rumble! 10 rounds of boxing in the junior welterweight division. Introducing first,